हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे राम, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नित्यानंद नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य सतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव साति गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे
సారీ రాజు ప్రభు ఒక చిన్న విషయం ప్రభు రాజు ప్రభు
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
హరే కృష్ణ ఒక చిన్న సారీ టు ఇంటరప్ట్ యువర్ చాంటింగ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సంధ్య మాతాజీ ఫర్ జాయినింగ్ చాంటింగ్ కాల్ సో ప్రభు మీరు కొంతసేపు చేయగలుగుతారా అది మన టుడే చైతన్య చరితామృత ఓవర్వ్యూ బుక్ ప్రభు ఇట్స్ బిగ్ ఉంది చాలా పెద్దగా ఉంది మేబీ అనదర్ 2-3-4 క్లాసెస్ ఉంటుంది అది 2-3 ఇట్స్ ఓకే. Can you run, Prabhu? Can you, because it's going to be nice for you also.
Yeah.
Each section, and I will be here, hearing mode. I will be jumping whenever needed. And it's something. It's wonderful to do. I mean, this is a big chapter. It's going to be a nice practice for you to presenting. Can you do that?
Yeah, I do.
Today you run completely. I will be back and I will be there only. Hearing mode, but I'll jump in, and if anything you want, I'll be there. I can take up host access also, but if you are going for urgent anything, I'll be here. You can do that. Okay, Prabhu?
I mean, after like Prabhuji means I can do the class, SLOKA class. I mean, after 8:40, something like that means reading part I can take step to.
Till 8:30 you can manage. 8:30,
8:40, 8:45 also. Okay.
Yeah, 8:40 you can manage. Yes, Prabhu. You can manage.
You have that reading part I can manage.
Yeah, reading part you can do. Download, you can download. Already you have scanned copy.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. I will make you host then.
Okay.
Your computer, laptop now.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Better. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Ram Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Sadguru Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 nothing but love Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare తగ్గిపోయినట్టుంది తను మొత్తం హరే కృష్ణ హరే కృష్ణ కృష్ణ హరే కృష్ణ రామ రామ హరే కొంచెం లైట్ ఉంది హరే కృష్ణ హరే రామ రామ హరే హరే కృష్ణ కృష్ణ హరే రామ రామ హరే హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే హరే రామ రామ హరే హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Okay na vachna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौरभक्त वृंद, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Giriraj Prabhu. Raju Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
ప్రభుజీ గిరిరాజ్ ప్రభుజీ రాజు ప్రభుజీకి చెప్పారు ప్రభుజీ కాల్ తీసుకోమని చెప్పి.
ఓకే 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 మాతాజీ.
ప్రభుజీ బిజీ ఉన్నారేమో.
ఓకే ఓకే. Raju Prabhu. Raju Prabhu, are you there? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. All glory Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Raju Prabhu, Sandhya Mataji, Samyukta Mataji, Sapan Prabhu, Suman Prabhu, most cherished friend, Lalit Mohan Prabhu, Radhika Mataji, Lavanya, my spouse. Dandavat Pranam, all glory Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Raju Prabhu. Actually, I asked Raju Prabhu to start. Little bit busy. Prabhuji, you are still there? My voice, my audio is clear.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Can you manage, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. You can share and Mangalacharana prayer and start, CC Adi.
Yeah. Can you start Mangalacharana prayer, Prabhuji? I'll start my screen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, will do. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshauranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vranda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langyate girim yatkrupatamaham vande Sri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavastam gatopi va yasmaret pundarikaksham sabhyabhyantaram suchihi. Sri Vishnu. So we are reading today overview book written by Gauranga Darshan Prabhu. He's wonderful Vaishnava. He's a great devotee and he's a Bhaktivedanta Vidyapit dean and teacher. Wonderfully explained all these in and out of all this theory literature, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. He has come up with study guides. So these are the study guides which can help us to understand in little more better. So Raju Prabhu, you can start, okay? This is a big chapter. Let us complete in next 3 to 4 sessions. 350 plus slokas there. So organizedly, put it here, Prabhu. So you all can read, okay? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. I'll be in hearing mode for some time till sloka recitation. Then I'll start.
Yeah, Samyukta Mataji, please can start.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Adilila, 17th chapter. The pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his youth. 1 to 9, Lord Sri Gaura Sundara's youthful splendor. His mercy, shine of youth, beauty, scholarship, ecstatic love, and initiation by Ishwarapuri. 10 to 19. Lord Chaitanya's mercy on various devotees. Mercy on Sachi Mata, Mahaprakasha Leela at Srivasa Thakura's house. Exhibition of various forms. Sadbhuja, Chaturbuja, Vibhuja, Krishna, Balarama, Varaha, and the universal form. 20 to 33. The Lord explains the Harer Nama verse to Shuklambara Brahmachari. Explanation of the Trinadapi Sunichena verse. 34 to 59. The episode of Gopala Chapala. Gopala Chapala attempts to defame Srivasa Thakura by placing Durga worship paraphernalia at his door. Srivas Thakura did not take it seriously, but soon leprosy attacked Gopala. When Gopala requested Lord Chaitanya to deliver him, the Lord chastised him and did not relieve him. Later, Gopala Chapala, under the Lord's instruction, took shelter of Srivasa Thakura and was freed from his sinful reactions. 60 to 120, 16 more incidents in the Lord's youth. Episodes of first one, a Brahmana cursing the Lord to be bereft of material happiness. 2, punishing of Mukunda Datta. 3, anger upon Advaita. 4, writing Ramadasa on Murari Gupta's forehead. 5, drinking from Sridhara's iron pot. 6, blessing Haridas Thakura. 7, vanquishing Sachimata's offense. 8, the Lord's response to Namaparada. 9, praising Murari Gupta. 10, the instant mango tree bearing fruits throughout the year. 11, the Lord stopping rain. 12, mood of Nrsimhadeva. 13, mood of Shiva. 14, a mendicant dances with the Lord. 15, the Lord bestows mercy on astrologer. 16, mood of Balrama. 121 to 134, the Qazi's offense. He breaks a mridanga and bans Sankirtana. Anxious devotees report to Lord Chaitanya. 121 to 226, the Lord's pastime with Chand Qazi. 121 to 134, the Qazi's offense. He breaks a mridanga and bans Sankirtana. Anxious devotees report to Lord Chaitanya. 135 to 151, the Lord Sankirtana party reaches the Qazi's house. The Qazi hid himself thinking that the Lord came in an angry mood. He said that the Lord was like a nephew to him and that they should therefore tolerate one another's offenses. 152 to 171, conversation between the Lord and the Qazi about cow killing. When the Lord questioned the Qazi why they kill cows, the Qazi replied that cow killing is allowed in the Quran and that even the Vedas enjoin it. Lord Chaitanya refuted him saying that cow sacrifice is prohibited in Kali Yuga and that the scriptures of meat eaters are imperfect. The Qazi accepted the defeat. Shall I read, Prabhuji? Or? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. We will give to someone, Mataji.
Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you. Sandhya Mataji, please can you read this one? 172 to
Yes, Prabhuji. 172 to 214, the Qazi's reasons for not prohibiting Sankirtana. 178 to 187, the Qazi's dream of Lord Narsimha. Narsimha warned that he would kill the Qazi, his family, and all meat eaters if he again prohibited Sankirtana. The Qazi showed the marks on his chest. 188 to 191, reports by the Qazi's soldiers. When they stopped the Sankirtana, flames struck their faces. 192 to 202, complaints by the Mlechas. Hindu dharma was increasing unlimitedly, and even when they mocked the Hindus, they would find themselves chanting Hari. 203 to 214, complaints by the Pashandi Hindus. Nimai has broken the Hindu dharma. Because of his loud chanting, we can't even sleep. The potency of the holy name is lost when chanted by everyone. Please make Nimai leave the town. 215 to 226, the Qazi pledges to never restrict Sankirtana. The Qazi concluded that Lord Chaitanya is Narayana and the Lord appreciated his fortune of chanting the holy names. Upon the Lord's request, he promised that none of his descendants would ever check the Sankirtana movement. 227 to 246, pastimes in Srivasa Sangana. Death of Srivasa's son, mercy of Narayani and Srivasa's tailor, description of the Rasa Leela by Srivasa, Lord Chaitanya drama performance, the Lord's response when a woman took the dust from his feet. 247 to 274, Lord Chaitanya takes sannyasa. Events leading to the Lord's sannyasa. When the Lord was criticized by the students for chanting Gopi Gopi, he decided to take sannyasa so that they would pay him obeisances and thus nullify their offenses. Then they could take to bhakti. The Lord accepted sannyasa from Keshava Bharati. 275 to 310, the emotions of Lord Chaitanya and various devotees. All contradictions in the Lord's activities are resolved by accepting his inconceivable energies. 313 to 336, summary of the Adilila. I will relish what is already written by giving a summary like Vyasadeva did in Srimad Bhagavatam. Thus, Krishnadasa Kaviraja Goswami summarizes the chapters of the entire Adilila. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Radhika Mataji, please can you read?
Hare Krishna. 1 to 9. Lord Sri Gaurasundra's youthful splendor. 1. By Lord Chaitanya's mercy, even Yavanas became gentlemen. Vande Swairad Bhuteham Tam Chaitanyam Yat Prasadata Yavana Sumanayante Krishna Nama Prajalpaka. Obeisances to Lord Chaitanya, who is independent and who performs powerful acts by his mercy. Even unclean Yavanas become perfectly well-bred gentlemen by chanting the holy name of the Lord. 2. All glories to Lord Chaitanya and his associates. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya. Adi 1.18. Now his Yavana Leela will be enumerated in chronological order. 4. Lord Sri Gaurasundra shown in his Yavana. Vidya Saundarya Sadvesha Sambhoga Nritya Kirtanay Prema Nama Pradhanayas Cha Gauru Divyati Yovane. Exhibiting his scholarship, beauty, and fine dress, Lord Chaitanya enjoyed dancing and chanting as he distributed the holy name of the Lord to awaken dormant love of Krishna. Thus, Lord Gaura shone in his youthful pastimes. 5 to 7, the Lord's youthful splendor. 1. Beauty, decorated with ornaments, fine cloth, flower garlands, and sandalwood paste. 2. Scholarship, by dint of pride in his education, he did not care for anyone else and defeated all kinds of scholars during his studies. 3. Exhibited prema on the plea of disturbances of the bodily airs. People thought his craziness was due to an Ayurvedic illness. Accompanied by his confidential devotees, he enjoyed various pastimes. 8 to 9, initiation by Ishwara Puri. Thereafter, he went to Gaya to do Pindadan for his deceased father. There he met Srila Ishwara Puri and was initiated by him. Immediately afterwards, he exhibited signs of prema and again exhibited such symptoms after returning home. Should I continue, Prabhuji?
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Yeah, thank you. Lavanya Mataji, please can you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
10 to 19, Lord Chaitanya's mercy on various devotees. 10a, delivered love of Krishna to Sachi Devi by nullifying her offense to Advaita Acharya by instructing her to touch Advaita Acharya's lotus feet. Lesson. We have noting point. By this example, Lord Chaitanya taught everyone that although one may be very much advanced in Krishna consciousness, if one offends the lotus feet of a Vaishnava, his advancement will not bear fruit. We should therefore be very cautious not to offend a Vaishnava. 10b. Showed the universal form to Advaita. 11. Abhisheka by Srivasa Tagora. Sitting on a cot, he exhibited transcendental opulence. 12 to 15. Showed his Shadbhuja, Chaturbuja, and Dvibhuja forms to Lord Nityananda. Shadbhuja. 6-armed form bearing a conch, disc, club, lotus flower, bow, and flute. Chaturbhuja. 4-armed form standing in 3-curve posture with 2 hands playing a flute and other 2 holding a conch and the disc. Dvibhuja. 2-armed form of a Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda, simply playing on his flute in bluish body dressed in yellow garments. 16. carried the musala, plow-like weapon, in the ecstasy of being Nityananda Prabhu, when Nityananda Prabhu arranged to offer Vyasa Puja to Lord Gaurasundara. 17a. Showed the form of Krishna and Balrama, same as Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda. To Mother Sachi Devi, she had a dream that Krishna and Balrama had taken the forms of Chaitanya and Nityananda and were fighting like children to eat the Naivedya offering to the deities. 17b. Delivered the two brothers Jagai and Madai. 18th. Performed the Mahaprakash Leela for 21 hours. And all the devotees saw his specific pastimes. Some call this as Satyapahariya Bhava, or the ecstasy of 21 hours, and others called it Mahabhava Prakasha or Mahaprakasha. 19th. In the Varaha Avesha, the boar incarnation, he got up on Murari Gupta's shoulders and danced with him. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Deepa Mataji, you're able to read?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Then
In this section. Yeah.
Yeah. The Lord explains the Hare Nama verse to Shuklambara Brahmachari. 20 to 21. The Lord ate raw rice given by Shuklambara Brahmachari and explained very elaborately the import of the Hare Nama verse from Brihan Naradiya Purana. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nastyeva, Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gatiranyatha. The holy name of the Lord is the incarnation of the Lord Krishna in this age of Kali. Simply by chanting the holy name, one is certainly delivered. Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatara, Nama Haite Haya Sarva Jagat Nishtara. Explanation of the Hare Nama verse. Eva certainly, repeated 3 times for emphasis. Hare Nama repeated 3 times just to make common people understand. Kevala only prohibits all other processes, Jnana Yoga, Tapa Karma. Nahi and Eva repeated 3 times to emphasize that this is the real process of religion. Anyone who accepts other processes cannot be delivered. Explanation of Trinadapi Sunichena verse. Should I read this, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, read.
Okay. Sunichatva, humbler than grass. Amanitva, devoid of all desire of personal honor. Nirabhimani, Manada, offering others all respectful obeisances. Forbearing like a tree. Sahishnutva, no retaliation. Even if one cuts a tree, it never protests. Even if rebuked or chastised, a Vaishnava should not say anything to others to retaliate. Bhatsana tadane kake kichu na bolibe. No demands. Even if it is drying up and dying, a tree does not ask anyone for water. Thus, a Vaishnava should not ask anything from anyone. If someone gives him something without being asked, he should accept it. But if nothing comes, he should be. You can go to the next page, Prabhuji. He should be satisfied to eat whatever is easily available. Kirtaniya Sadahari. One should strictly follow the principle of always chanting the holy name and be satisfied with whatever he gets easily. Such devotional behavior solidly maintains one's devotional service. When one chants the Hare Krishna mantra regularly, the quality of forbearance and all good qualities develop. 28th page. Trinadapi Sunichena Taroriva Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. Raising my hands, I declare, everyone string this Trinadapi verse on the thread of the holy name and wear it on your neck for continuous remembrance. Urdhva Bahu Kari Kahon Shuna Sarva Loka Nama Sutre Ganthi Parakanthe Shloka. Following the principles in this verse, one will achieve Sri Krishna Charana. In the stages of Nama Bhasa and Nama Aparadha, there is no possibility of achieving perfect love of Krishna by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So one must chant according to the principles of the above verse, along with pronouncing the mantra distinctly and hearing it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Lalit Mohan Prabhu, please can you start?
Yes, Prabhuji. Text number 34 to 59, the episode of Gopala Chapala. Text 34 to 36. Lord Chaitanya led Sankirtana at Srivasangan every night regularly for 1 full year with doors closed so that non-believers who make fun could not enter. Thus they became envious and planned various ways to trouble Srivas Thakur. Text 37 to 40a. Gopal Chapala's envy. One night, Gopal Chapala, the chief of the non-believers, who was very rough in his speech, placed paraphernalia for worshipping Durga such as Odapula, turmeric, vermilion, red sandalwood, and rice outside Srivas Thakura's door along with a pot of wine. Point to be noted here is Srivas Thakur was a respected Vaishnava in Navadvipa. So envious Gopala Chapala wanted to defame him by bringing him down to the platform of the Shaktas, worshippers of Durga, who are usually meat eaters and drunkards. 40b to 42. Srivas Thakura's reaction. In the morning, when Srivas Thakura saw this, he called the neighbors and smilingly said, "Every night I worship Bhavani. Since the paraphernalia is present here, now you all can understand my position." Text 43 to 44. The assembled gentlemen exclaimed, "What is this? Which sinful man has performed such mischievous activities?" Then they called for a sweeper, Hadi, who claimed the place. Text 45 to 47. After 3 days, leprosy attacked Gopal Chapala, and blood oozed from sores of all over his body. With germs and insects biting him, he felt unbearable pain. He left the village to sit down on the bank of the Ganges underneath a tree. One day, however, he saw Lord Chaitanya passing by and spoke to him as follows. Text 48 to 49. Please deliver me. My dear nephew, please see how greatly this leprosy has afflicted me. As an incarnation of God, you are delivering so many fallen souls. I am also a greatly unhappy fallen soul. Mercifully deliver me. Point to be noted. Although Gopala Chapala was sinful, talkative, and insulting, he nevertheless had simplicity. He simply wanted to be delivered from the bodily sufferings of leprosy. But Lord Chaitanya wanted to inform him of the real cause of suffering. Probably should I stop here?
Please continue, Prabhuji, this section.
Okay. Text 50 to 53. Lord Chaitanya angrily chastised him. "O Papi, Bhakta Dveshi, I shall not deliver you. Rather, I shall have you bitten by these germs for many millions of years. Because of your offense to Srivasa, you 10 million births. I have appeared to kill the demons, Pashandis, and to preach bhakti." So the point to be noted here is, of all sinful activities, actions directed against a pure devotee out of sheer envy are extremely severe. Such an offender can never satisfy Lord Chaitanya unless and until he sincerely regrets his offense and thus rectifies it. Text 54 to 59 is at mercy at Kulia. Then the Lord left and Gopal Chapala continued to suffer. When Sri Chaitanya, after accepting sannyasa, came to Kulia, Gopala Chapala took shelter at his lotus feet. The Lord, being merciful, gave him instructions. "You have committed an offense to Srivas Thakura. First, you must beg for the mercy, and if he blesses you, you do not commit such sins again, you will be freed from these reactions." Then Gopala Chapala went to Srivas Thakura and took shelter of his lotus feet. By Srivasa's mercy, he was freed from all his sinful reactions. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Sapan Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
60 to 120, 16 more incidents in the Lord's youth. 60 to 64, Brahmana's curse. Another Brahmana came to see the Kirtana, but the door was closed. He was known to talk harshly and on the next day when he met Lord Chaitanya, he broke his sacred thread and declared, "I shall now curse you for your behavior has greatly aggrieved me. You shall be bereft of all material happiness, samsara sukha." Hearing this, Lord felt great jubilation. Any faithful person who hears of this curse would be delivered from all Brahmanical curses. The Lord is transcendental and never subject to any curse or benediction like ordinary living entities. One who understands this with faith, love, and firm conviction personally becomes free from all curses. Continue, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, continue.
Punishing Mukunda Datta. Lord Chaitanya blessed Mukunda Datta with punishment for hearing the Yoga Vashishta Ramayana from Mayavadis, and in that way vanquished all his mental depression by accepting him again when he gave up the Mayavadis association. Anger at Advaita. Lord Chaitanya respected Advaita Acharya as his guru, but Advaita was greatly aggrieved by such behavior. Thus, he whimsically began to explain Jnana Marga, and the Lord seemingly disrespected him in anger and began to beat him. Advaita was greatly pleased by this. Being somewhat ashamed, the Lord offered his benediction to Advaita. Murari Gupta. When Lord Chaitanya heard Lord Rama's glories from Murari Gupta's mouth, he immediately wrote on his forehead Ramadasa. Sridhara. Once Lord Chaitanya went to Sridhara's house and drank water from his damaged iron pot after his mass Nagar Sankirtana in protest to the Qazi. Then he fulfilled the desires of all devotees. Haridasa Thakura. The Lord blessed him and informed him that he was an incarnation of Prahlad Maharaja. Sachi Mata. The Lord vanquished her offense at the home of Advaita Acharya. Response to Namaprada. Once when the Lord explained the glories of the holy name, an ordinary student interpreted the holy name as a prayer of exaggeration. Lord Chaitanya, greatly unhappy, immediately warned everyone not to see the student's face henceforward. Without even removing his garments, he took a bath in Ganges. There he explained the glories of devotional service. Unalloyed devotional love for Krishna is the only cause for Lord's satisfaction. Krishna Vasa Hetu Eka Prema Bhakti Rasa. Krishna to Uddhava. The process of yoga, Sankhya, Dharma, Swadhyaya, Tapa, and Tyaga will not satisfy me as much as Bhakti. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.14.20. Na sadhyati mam yogo. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yeah. Suman Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Text 77. Lord Chaitanya praised Murari Gupta, saying, "You have satisfied Lord Krishna." Hearing this, Murari Gupta quoted a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 78. Where am I and where is Krishna? I am but a poor, sinful Brahma Bandhu, and you are Lord Krishna, the shelter of the goddess of fortune. It is simply wonderful that you have embraced me. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:81-16. Kwaham Daridra Papiyan. Note: no qualification in this material world can satisfy Lord Krishna, yet everything becomes successful simply through the development of devotional service. Text 79-82. Instant mango tree. One day after Sankirtana, the devotees were fatigued and sat down. The Lord then sowed a mango seed in the yard, and immediately the seed fructified into a tree. As people looked on, the tree became fully grown with fruits that fully ripened. The Lord immediately picked about 200 fruits, and after washing them, offered them to Krishna to eat. Text 83-85. Quality of fruits. The fruits were all red and yellow, sweet, with no seed and skin, and full of nectarian juice. Eating one fruit would fully satisfy a man and fill his belly. Seeing the quality of the mangoes, the Lord was satisfied. After eating first, he fed all the other devotees. Text 86-88. The fruits grew throughout the year, and the Vaishnava was used to eat them every day after Sankirtana, to the Lord's great satisfaction. These are confidential pastimes of Sachin Nandana. Other than the devotees, no one knows of this incident. Text 89. The Lord stops rain. Once, while the Lord was performing Kirtana, clouds assembled in the sky, and the Lord by his own will, looking up toward the sky as if to direct the demigods, immediately stopped them from pouring rain. Text 90 to 94.
We'll give to someone, Prabhuji. Hello, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, we'll give to someone, Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Yeah. Anybody is there to read? Akinchan, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Correct.
Yeah, please continue from 90 to 94.
1 second, Prabhuji. 90, which one, Prabhuji? 90 to 94. Mood of Narasimha Dev. One day, the Lord ordered Srivasa Thakura to read the Brihat Sahasranama, the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. As he read it during his father's Shraddha ceremony, the holy name of the Lord Narasimha appeared. Hearing it, the Lord became fully absorbed in the mood of Narasimha Dev and ran through the streets, club in hand, ready to kill all the atheists. Seeing him, people ran and fled, afraid of his anger. Seeing the people so afraid, the Lord came to his eternal senses and thus returned to the house of Srivas Thakura and threw away the club. You want me to continue, bro?
Yes, Prabhuji, continue.
95 to 98, Srivasa solaces the Lord. The Lord becomes morose and said to Srivasa, people were afraid when I adopted the mood of Narasimhadev. So I stopped, since causing fear among the people is an offense. Srivasa Thakura replied, anyone who takes your holy name vanquishes 10 millions of his offenses immediately. There was no offense in your appearing as Narasimhadeva. Rather, anyone who saw you in that mood was immediately liberated. Then Srivasa worshipped the Lord, who was then greatly satisfied and returned to his own home.
Read this also, please.
Yeah, 99 to 100. Mood of Lord Shiva. Once a devotee of Lord Shiva chanting of Shiva's qualities came to the Lord Chaitanya's house, where he began dancing and playing his damaru. Then the Lord Chaitanya, adopting the mood of Lord Shiva, for he is the Shiva also, got on the man's shoulders. They danced together for a long time. According to Achinta Bheda Veda Tattva, Lord Shiva is not different from Lord Vishnu, but still Shiva is not Vishnu, just as the yogurt is nothing but milk, and yet it is not a milk nevertheless. One cannot get the benefit of milk by drinking yogurt. Similarly, one cannot get salvation by worshipping Shiva. One can only get it by worshipping Vishnu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, 101 and 102. 102. Once a mendicant came to beg alms from the Lord's house, but when he saw the Lord dancing, he also began to dance, being favored by love of Krishna. 103 to 104. Once an astrologer came there, who was said to know everything, past, present, and future. Lord Chaitanya received him with all honor and said, please tell me who I was in my previous birth. The astrologer immediately began to calculate. Note point: Brahmanas generally used to become astrologers, Ayurvedic physicians, teachers, and priests. Although highly learned, they went from door to door, and if beggars to distribute the knowledge without remuneration, even to the poorest people in society, who in return would offer a handful of rice. 105 to 107. Astrologers' vision. Through calculation and meditation, the all-knowing astrologer saw the greatly effulgent body of the Lord, which is the resting place of the unlimited Vaikuntha planets. Seeing Lord Chaitanya to be the same absolute truth, the astrologer was confused. Asked on his side, he remained silent. But when the Lord again put the question before him, he replied, 108 to 109. Astrologer replies, in your previous birth, you were the shelter of all creation, the Supreme Lord, full of all appearances. You are now the same personality of Godhead. Your identity is inconceivable, eternal happiness. 110 to 111. Lord Chaitanya smilingly said, I think you do not know what I was, for I know that my previous birth I was a coward boy and gave protection. I gave protection to the calves and cows. Because of that, I have now become the son of Brahmana. Note point: one becomes pious simply by protecting and serving cows. The peace and prosperity of human society is lost when there is a sin of killing cows. Hare Krishna. Yeah, we'll stop here. Or anybody is there to read? Or? Samyukta Mataji, please can you continue on this section?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
112 to 114. The astrologer said, what I saw in meditation was full of opulence, and therefore I was confused. I am certain that your form and the form I saw in my meditation are one and the same. If I see any difference, this is an act of your Maya. Whoever you may be, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Then the Lord mercifully gave him love of Godhead, Prema. Note point: Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Nahe Anya. In the vision of a perfect devotee, Lord Chaitanya is a combination of Radha and Krishna. One who sees him to be different is under Maya. It appears that the astrologer was an advanced devotee. 115 to 120, mood of Balrama. Once in a Vishnu temple, the Lord began calling very loudly, bring some honey. Understanding his ecstatic mood, Nityananda Prabhu brought a pot of Ganges water. After drinking the water, Lord Chaitanya became ecstatic and began to dance. Everyone saw the Yamuna Karshana Leela. Advaita Acharya Shekhara saw him in the form of Balarama, and Vanamali Acharya saw a golden plow in his hand. The devotees all assembled and danced for 12 hours. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mother. Yeah, Girish Prabhuji, we'll stop here. Or? Hare Krishna. Yeah, we'll stop here, Mataji, because this is one of the big section. 121 to 2. We'll continue tomorrow. Yeah, Lalitman Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Dhanat Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. So, shall we start the concluding, the last shloka of Dhruv Maharaj pastime, which is not the part of Dhruva's prayers, but it is a very important shloka. Okay. Can you please share that PPT which Prabhuji shared yesterday, Prabhu?
1 minute.
Giriraj Prabhu shared one PPT yesterday, the revised one.
This one?
Yeah.
This one, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji. This is the one. So, who are all there in this call now? Okay. So, almost everyone knows except Suman Reddy Prabhu and Radhika Mataji. Rest everyone knows the anchor shlokas, no? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare
So
Krishna.
many of you knows the tunes, right? Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. See, why this shloka is taken in this is, one, it gives the importance of holy name. Okay. And two, a person who at the age of 5 could speak such a philosophy and such a prayers. What happened when he is immersed after 36,000 years into this material world? He was deeply involved in it. Okay. Not knowing the purpose. So such is the power of Maya at times, even onto the person like Dhruva. So what to speak of us? So these are the two things, One is that holy name, importance of holy name. The other one is, no matter how great you might be in this material world, but there is always a danger that Maya can conquer you. Okay? And what actually happens is, Dhruva, when he becomes the king and starts ruling the kingdom, what happens? One day, his brother, Uttama, will go into the forest, in search of the forest towards the north, into the Yakshaloka. Okay? And what happens is, there is a tussle with one Yaksha, and that Yaksha will kill Uttama. And in search of her son, Suruchi will also go, and she will also get killed by the Yaksha. So she will get killed by forest fire, not Yaksha. Okay, in that way, both of these will get lost. And actually, these are the two people who are the cause for Dhruv Maharaj to go and pray to the Lord, right? He was envious of them. But what happened after he becoming a devotee? He getting the association of Narad Muni, who invoked him the holy name. He started praying to the Lord, and Lord appeared and bestowed his benedictions. And after benedicting him, what he became? He became the ruler for the world at that point of time. Okay. So while ruling for 36,000 years, this thing happened. Uttama and Suruchi got lost in the forest. Now he being a brother and the king also, who is bound to protect their citizens, his citizens, he has been in search for that Yaksha. So what happened when he is in the back of Yaksha? So he has taken the shelter of the Yakshaloka. That Yaksha has taken the shelter of Yakshaloka. I'm not remembering the name of that Yaksha particularly, but he has taken the shelter of the Yakshaloka again. Now the whole Yakshas, now Dhruv Maharaj gave a warning to, to that Yakshaloka to please provide that person, but they will not budge into. So what happens? Dhruva goes and starts fighting with the whole Yakshaloka. He'll start killing Yaksha one by one. And at one point of time, these Yakshas will come to know that, we cannot fight Dhruva because he is unconquerable. That is the power which Dhruva has. He is such a king. So what they do? They do all the black magics onto Dhruva. Now at this point of time, he will be very much determined that I will just eliminate whole Yakshas from this king, from this universe. That's how much determined he is. And by that time, Lord Brahma comes. And just before the Brahma comes, the Munis come, all the Munis come, and they, these are the, these Munis are very much well versed in the Vedas. They know the complete Sara of the Vedas. And they will advise Dhruva, hey Dhruva, when you are in danger, always do one thing. So what is that? What is that? So this is that shloka. Okay, that Munis, they speak something to Dhruva. What is that? This shloka. So how this shloka can be recited? Like, this Shrutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara. That is one way how it can be recited. The other way is.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Naritman Prabhuji. Giraj Prabhuji will share the screen.
Okay.
Giraj Prabhuji?
Yes, I'll share, Prabhu. I'll share.
Okay.
Just
okay.
1 second, Prabhuji. You can describe, Prabhu. Yeah, I'm just sharing.
So what is the context of this shloka? Can anyone please explain me what I've explained now in a nutshell? Haribol?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes. Anyone. Okay. Yes, Ramireddy Prabhu, if you can please explain, you can go ahead.
Prabhuji, yeah, I just repeat what you said. Yeah, Dhruv Maharaj, yeah, he determined to kill all the yakshas.
Yes.
Yakshas are ready to do the black magic on Dhruv Maharaj, and at that time, Brahma wanted to intervene, and before that, Munis came, and they are well versed in the Vedas, and they are giving instruction to Dhruv Maharaj. Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Now, what is the significance of this shloka? No matter how great devotee you might become, you might have darshan of the Lord, and you might be touched by the Lord. Still, you know, you can get affected with the dealings of this material world. This is how this material world is made of. What to speak of our own, us. So this is the context which this shloka has been taken. So everyone is clear of this? Why we are reciting this shloka here? Is everyone clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, just to show us, you know, that Maya is very strong. No matter how great a devotee you might be, the only thing which you can do always is take the shelter of the Lord. Be humble. That's it. Okay.
Wonderful explanation, Prabhu. So in this in this translation, this is I'm remembering one verse. The holy name of the Lord is as powerful as the Lord Himself. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction, 6 Ashtakam prayer, Namna Makari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti. All the potencies are there in the holy name of the Lord. So that can be only our hope, right? Why we are every day chanting 2 hours. We are not fools, we are using proper time for the serving Supreme Lord. Nice explanation, Prabhu. Haribo. Thank you so much. So, yeah, let us even.
Shall we go ahead with the recitation, Prabhu?
Yeah, let us learn. We'll learn,
Okay.
Prabhu.
So, what we do, I will just give you a small synopsis of what these words mean or what these lines mean. In a very small way. Uttanapada means Uttanapada's son. Who is Uttanapada's son? Dhruva. Okay.
Yes.
Uttanapada, Bhagavans Tava Sharanga Dhanva. Sharanga Dhanva means person who is holding the Sharanga. Who is he? Vishnu. Okay. Bhagavans means the supreme controller. Tava means your. Uttanapada, your Lord, your supreme Lord, who holds the Sharanga Dhanva. The Sharanga. Okay. That is what the first line means. Devaha, he is your Lord. Tava has happened, na? Here Lord has come. Your Lord, who is the supreme personality of Godhead, who bears the Sharanga Dhanva. Who bears the Sharanga. Okay. You know now this Chakrapani, Trishulpani, Sarangapani. Pani means the person, Pani means hand. In whose hand Chakra is there, Trishula is there, or what is Sharanga is there. So these are all the names of Vishnu only. At times, Trishulpani is also referred to Lord Shiva. Okay. Because he also holds Trishul. So Uttanapada Bhagavans Tava Sharanga Dhanva means, you understood this line, na? Hey Dhruva, your Lord who holds this Sharanga, Kshinotva, Avanatarti, Harato Vipakshan. Vipaksha means, in our political terms, what is Vipaksha means? Opposition, right? Yeah, here the opposition means demons or the enemies. Okay. Kshinata. Kshinata means to be decreasing or killing. Here in this context, it is killing. Avana Arti. Avanatarti. Avana means, this is the word which we should remember, but it doesn't come generally. Avana means the surrendered soul. Okay. Artho. Artho Dignaso. You remember one Bhagavad Gita shloka. The 4 kinds of people who take the shelter. Artho means the distressed. Okay. So Avanatarti means the surrendered and the distressed. Haro, Harim. Harim means completely taken away. Vipakshan means the oppositions. Yan Namadheyam. This is very important. Namadheyam. Yan Namadheyam means person who takes your holy name. Abhidhaya nishamya. Means Abhidhaya and nishamya is very, very important in this shloka. Of all the words, Abhidhaya means a person who utters it and a person who hears it. For both. It's not only for the person who utters, but also for the person who hears. Nishamya, hearing. No? What happens to them? Chadda. Means immediately something happens to them. Lokonjasa tarati dushtaramanga murtyum. Loko means persons. For those persons, anjasa, fully, tarati, overcome. Dushtaram, insurmountable, anga, O Dhruva, mrutyum, death. Anga means Anga, Vena, Uttanapada. These are all the descendants of, what to say. They're all the predecessors of this Dhruva. Okay, so at times he will be called as Uttanapada, at times he will be called as Anga. All these names, they are actually the names of his forefathers, but he will be described at times like with his forefathers. Like some of my, what to say, my town people, they call me Penjarla. They call me like this by my house name. Okay. In the same way, Dhruva is being called by different names. By what? Here, O Uttanapada and O Anga. So the meaning of this is the first line. First line meaning is Uttanapada Bhagavam Stava Sharanga Dhanva. The person, the Lord who is having the Sharanga Dhanva in his hand. Kshinot Vanat Tarohama Vipaksha. All your enemies he will kill. Yen Namadheyam Abhidhaya Nishamya Chadda. Yen Namadheya Abhidhayam Vivutta. And whoever hears his name or utters his name, what happens to them? Insurmountable mrityu can be overcome by hearing and chanting his name. And all his vipakshas will be cleared off by your Lord, O Dhruva. So this is the whole sentence, whole meaning of this shloka. Okay. So we will start reciting it. We first the easiest tone which we can remember this is by Shrutva Gunan Bhavana Sundar. And two more tunes we can sing this in, but we will go with the Shrutva. Okay.
Okay, brother.
Autanapada Bhagavam Stava Sharanga Dhanva.
Autanapada
Autanapada Bhagavam Stava Sharanga Dhanva. Autanapada Bhagavam Stava Sharanga Dhanva. Deva Kshinotva Vanatarti Haro Vipakshan. So we will go this for 10 times. Okay, this is a bit tougher one. Before that, we will practice these two words. I'm sorry I couldn't go systematically. We will practice with these two words. Kshinotva Vanatarti. Kshinotva Vanatarti. It comes like this. Kshinotva Vanatarti.
Kshinotva Vanatarati.
Kshinotva Vanatarti. Okay. Kshinotva Vanatarti. Okay. We will just first read the line 10 times and then we'll come to the word if it is still difficult. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, bro.
Deva Kshinotva Vanatarti Haro Vipakshan. Deva Kshinotva Vanatarti Haro Vipakshan. देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् देवोक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् Is it okay, or shall we go? Shall we do it more?
I think okay, Prabhu. I mean, we can.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay then. यन्नामधेयमभिधाय निशम्य चाढ्या 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 लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्करमङ्गमृत्युम् लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्करमङ्गमृत्युम् लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्करमङ्गमृत्युम् No, not good. Still. Okay. लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्करमङ्गमृत्युम् लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्करमङ्गमृत्युम् So after this dushtaramanga mrityum, there is a gap there. Okay, that is how we should split the word dushtaram. Lokonjasa tarati dushtaramanga mrityum. Lokonjasa tarati dushtaramanga mrityum. Two lines together. Autana pada bhagavam stava sharangadhanva deva kshinotvavatara deva kshinotvavanatara artiharo vipakshan औत्तानपाद भगवांस्तव शारङ्गधन्वा देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् औत्तानपाद भगवांस्तव शारङ्गधन्वा देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् यन्नामधेयमभिधाय निशं यच्छाद्दा लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम् यन्नामधेयमभिधाय निशं यच्छाद्दा लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम्
यन्नामधेयमभिधय निशां यचाद्धा लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम्
यन्नामधेयमभिधाय निशं यच्छाद्दा लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम्
यन्नामधेयमभिधाय निशां यचाद्धा लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम्.
Is it okay, or shall we practice more?
4 lines చేస్తారా ప్రభు అట్లా చేద్దాం.
Yeah, I will do that, Prabhu. Before that, should we practice this more, or is it okay?
I think the last 2 lines ఒక చిన్న ఏంటంటే తరతి తర్వాత
तरति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम्.
తరతి దుష్టరమంగమృత్యం. Yes, that's అదొకటి. And the second line క్షిన్వోత్వ వనతార్తి. క్షిన్వోత్వ వనతార్తి.
देव क्षिणोत्व वनतार्ति.
Vipakshan. Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Yeah. Let us do 4 lines.
Okay. I will do the 4 lines together now. Let us give a try. औत्तानपाद भगवांस्तव शारङ्गधन्वा देव क्षिणोत्व वनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् यन्नामधेयमभिधाय निशं यच्छाद्दा लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम्.
औत्तानपाद
भगवांस्तव शारङ्गधन्वा देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो
नामधेयमभिधय निशां यच्छाद्धा
लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम्.
Okay. Our favorite Chandramouli Prabhu was absent today, na? I couldn't hear him.
Yeah, I'll ping him, Prabhu.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Okay, Prabhu. औत्तानपाद भगवांस्तव शारङ्गधन्वा देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् यन्नामधेयमभिधाय निशं यच्छाद्दा लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम्.
औत्तानपाद भगवांस्तव शारङ्गधन्वा
औत्तानपाद भगवांस्तव शारङ्गधन्वा देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् यन्नामधेयमभिधाय निशं यच्छाद्दा लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम्.
Autan
So it's already now 9:07. So shall we stop it here today? Tomorrow we can practice individually. Will that be okay for you?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So, Prabhu,
Prabhuji, if individuals are available, we can just do one time.
That's what I was thinking, Mother. If anybody, yeah, let us do one
Whoever
time.
is like time is up can actually exit.
Yeah,
and
they can drop off. Yes,
Yeah.
sure, Mother. I wanted to recite actually, and then I will go to you.
Yes,
Munaya uchuhu. Autana pada bhagavam stavasaranga dhanva devakshinotvavanatarti haro vipakshan yennama abhidhaya nishamya chadha lokonjasa tarati dustaramanga mrutyam. Yeah, Mother.
औत्तानपाद भगवांस्तव शारङ्गधन्वा देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् यन्नामधेयमविधाय निशम्य चाधा लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुष्तरमङ्गमृत्युम्. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Munaya uchuhu. औत्तानपाद भगवांस्तव शारङ्गधन्वा देवक्षिणोत्ववनतार्तिहरो विपक्षान् यन्नामधेयमभिधाय निशम्य चाद्दा लोकोऽञ्जसा तरति दुस्तरमङ्गमृत्युम्.
Hare Krishna. Munaya uchuhu. Autanapada bhagavam stava sarangadanva devakshinotvavanatarti haro vipakshan yannamadeямabhidhaya nishamya chata lokonjasatarati dustaramanga mrityum. Sorry, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
It's okay.
Autanapada bhagavam stava sharangadanva devakshinotvavanatarti haro vipakshan yannamadeямabhidhaya nishamya chadda lokonjasatarati dustaramanga mrityum.
That's it. Very nice. Thank you, bro. Yes. Lavanya, you want to do?
Srimad Bhagavatam 4.10.30 Munaya Uvacha. Sorry, Uchuhu.
Munaya Uchu. Gopya Uchu laga Munaya Uchu, okay?
Okay. అదే వాళ్ళలో వాళ్ళ పలికిండ్రు అని చెప్తారంట అట్లా. ఎస్ మాతాజీ.
ప్లూరల్ ఉంటే ఊచు అండ్ సింగులర్ ఉంటే వాచా.
అంటే వాళ్ళలో వాళ్ళ పలికిండ్రు అంటే ఊచు అని అంటారు అని చెప్పారు.
ఓకే.
ఔత్తానపాద భగవాన్ ఔత్తానపాద భగవాన్ సరసారంగధన్వా దేవక్షిణోత్వవనతాతిహరో విపక్షాన్ యన్నామధేయమభిధాయ నిశమ్య చాతా లోకోంజసా తరతి దుస్తరమంగ మృత్యుం.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Any Prabhus?
Yeah, I can try, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Sapan Prabhu.
Nyauchu. Autanapada bhagvam stavasarangadanva deva shinotvavanatarti haro vipakshan yannamadheyam abhidhaya nishamya chata lokonjasa tarati dushtaramanga mrityum.
Hari Bol. Yeah, I think Radhika Mataji. Wanna try Mataji? Radhika Mataji?
Yeah, okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, try.
Munaya uchu औतानपाद भगवांस्तव शारङ्गधन्वा देव शृणोत्ववतारतिहरो विपक्षात् यन्नामधेयमभिधाय निशम्य चादा लोकोञ्जसातरिति दुष्टरमङ्गमृत्युम्.
Thank you, Madhu. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji. Done.
I think Raju Prabhu, Ram Prabhu, if you want to try.
Suman Prabhu,
Okay,
do you want to give a try, Prabhu?
No, Prabhu, I'm trying it, but it's a very terrible.
Yeah. It's okay. No issues, Prabhu. Take your time.
Akinjan
Prabhu.
Yes,
Arre,
yes,
iddaru oksaran.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu, please come.
Yeah, Muneya Yuchu. Autanapad Bhagwan Tavasharagandva Deva Krishnotva Antararti Haro Vipakshan. Sorry, Prabhu, 1 second. Autanapad Bhagwan Tavasharagandva Deva Krishnotva Vanatarati Haro Vipakshan. Yam abhidhaya nisamya chada lokonja sataranti dustaramanga mrutyum.
Last line, Prabhuji. Lokonja
satarati dustaramanga mrutyum.
No, Prabhuji. Lokonja satarati dustaramanga mrutyum. What is expand the word lokonja sa tarati? Okay, tarati no, tarati. Lokonja satarati dustaramanga mrutyum.
Lokonja satarati dustaramanga mrutyum.
No. Lokonja satarati. Chappan Prabhu.
Lokonja satarati.
No. Lokonja satarati.
Lokonja satarati.
ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ సరిగ్గా వినండి ప్రభు. లోకోంజ సాతరతి.
ఓకే, లోకోంజ సాతరతి.
లోకోంజ సాతరతి దుష్టరమంగ మృత్యుం.
లోకోంజ సాతరతి దుష్టరమంగ మృత్యుం. లోకోంజ సాతరతి దుష్టరం అంగ మృత్యుం.
So today I request everyone to please meditate on the meaning of this. Of course we have practiced it the way we should do, but the work is today the whole day long. Whenever you get time, please concentrate on the meaning of this, words and synonyms of this very great shloka. This is, there is a series of shlokas in Bhagavatam, many shlokas which actually amplify or important gives importance to the holy name. So this is one such shloka. Okay,
Prabhuji, in this shloka, what is the importance of using Lord's name as Sharanga Dhanva? అంటే ఆ పర్టికులర్ నేమే ఎందుకు యూస్ చేశారు?
I don't know, Mataji.
Acha.
To be frank, I don't know.
అంటే one who bears, because in Bhagavad Gita also, like every time he is called a certain name, like Vasudeva, or sometimes he is called Madhusudana. Atlaga every time there was a context kada ki why his name was used.
Yes, Mataji, but I don't know why Sharanga Dhanva here. But Sharanga means bow na actually. So this person is also holding bow now, Dhruva. This is my contemplation, Mataji, but I don't know the real meaning.
Okay.
But Dhruva is in a fighting mood actually.
Okay.
So the best fighter than you is the Lord himself. Who is the best fighter than him?
Yeah.
So I don't know from Mataji, but might be they are telling you don't imitate him.
Yeah, if we see the translation, maybe it says Supreme Personality of Godhead known as Sharanga Dhanva, who relieves the distress of his devotees, kill all your threatening enemies. So he'll only kill. with his bow.
Yes, means you are
With his
not the
bow.
controller. Controller is someone else. So might be many meanings, Mataji, but I don't. I never heard any authentic class on this from any of the gurus. So I cannot say. Yes, we can contemplate within this. Within the context. That's it. Thanks for asking that question, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Oh, we learned
Thank
this
you for
one.
your wonderful explanations, Prabhuji. It motivates us to chant the mantra better.
Yeah, that's true. I am with you, Mata. Yes, same feeling. Thank you for adding ice on the, cake. ఏదో అంటారు కదా మత చెప్పండి అది ఐస్ ఆన్ ద కేక్ అవును
Icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake, yes. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much, all the wonderful devotees. Sandhya Mataji, Sapan Prabhu, Suman Prabhu, Lavanya, Lalit Mohan Prabhu, Akinchan Priya Prabhu, Samyukta Mataji, Radhika Mataji, Ram Reddy Prabhu, Raju Prabhu, Deepa Mata. Dandavad pranams. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande. Hari Hari. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.